What's up guys, Hardcore Hector here, and I just had to make a quick little video because I know I've been away for a while, but I've been working on Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire wiki guide on IGN, and of course I've had some other work that I've had to do and stuff like that. But I just had to make this video responding to some of this Pokemon, I don't know if you can call it criticism or whatever. First off, let's start a little small. I'm going to get to the IGN review that everybody's been talking about, you know, hashtag too much water. But first, before the review even came out, there is a comic by Dorkly. It's called The Truth About Call of Duty. And of course, you know, it says that it's basically the same game every year with little updates. And then it, you know, compared it to Assassin's Creed, Madden, and then finally Pokemon. And of course, at the end of the comic, they're like, hey, you know, I still want to play it, so let me play it, basically. But, you know, it's really stupid to compare Pokemon to games like that release every year with tiny updates. And I know some people keep saying, oh, Pokemon is the same, it has little updates, if any, and blah, blah, blah. But those people, if you ask them, well, when's the last time you played Pokemon? They'll probably be like, oh, like 10 years ago or whatever. Then they don't really know what the hell's going on. I've been playing Pokemon every single release of the main release since the very beginning in Pokemon Red. And yes, the main concept is the same. You capture Pokemon, you fight 8 gym leaders, and then you defeat the Pokemon League. That's basically the same, but there has been so many changes from generation to generation, so many changes that you can't even transfer Pokemon, or you can't trade Pokemon between those generations. You can only transfer them one way, and that only started in Generation 3, because Generation 1 and 2, those changes were so huge, and then up to Generation 3 that they said, well, we can't even transfer the Pokemon. But, you know, that's just a small thing. And now, well, now let's talk about the huge review over at IGN. IGN's Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire review. First off, let me start by saying it's a review, guys. A review is a person's professional opinion. And second, this is not IGN's opinion, because IGN isn't a person. It's not an entity like that. It's a corporation. It's a company. Target. Well, I don't want to say target. Just make your criticisms towards the reviewer, which is a woman named Callie Plague or Plag. I don't really know how to pronounce that, so sorry. And her IGN username is Kasumi, Kasumi, with an underscore after that. And she lists all these great things. It says still holds water as the headline, and it has all these positives about the game. And I've played the game up to the 5th badge, so I've had my hands full of it. She lists all these positives, and basically the 3 negatives is too many HMs, which she calls hidden moves. They're actually hidden machines. And then there's type imbalances, which tied into the too much water. This actually, in the positive negatives at the bottom of the score, it's 7.8, which is good. And gorgeous details is a plus. Post-game content is plus. Some start updates, I'm not sure what she meant by that in the little thing, but that's plus. Negatives, too much water. Negatives, too many HMs. And everybody's been going crazy with this too much water. And, you know, they have a right to do so because it is a stupid thing to say. And I'm going to tell you why in a not fanboy way. So for the Pokemon fans out there who have played Ruby and Sapphire, or Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, or Emerald, you'll know that the story about this game is 2 teams are conflicting. Is that the right word? They're fighting against each other. Team Magma, Team Aqua, and then depending on your version, you'll run into one more than the other. One team is trying to awaken the legendary Pokemon Groudon to expand, you know, the land masses, or whatever. And Team Aqua is trying to awaken Kyogre to, you know, flood the area and expand the seas. So if you look at the map of Hoenn, which is the region that you're in, it's pretty much a rectangle, but if you kind of do a diagonal line across it, you'll see half of the map is land and half of the map is sea. That's the whole point. It's half land, half sea. They're fighting over which one's gonna kind of rule the area. That's the whole basis of this game. But I guess she didn't make those connections, and then, you know, she just didn't like too much water roots, and then she says that there's too many water Pokemon that you're fighting, but that's not even really true, because like I said, I've already gone through 5 of the gym badges, and I haven't come across really that many water Pokemon. I'm sure I will come across more water Pokemon when I get to the water roots, but, you know, still, come on, too much water. And, like I said, she made so many positives about the story, about the game, and I've noticed all these positives, and even small updates from X and Y to Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire that are great additions, but just these small negatives about the too much water and the HMs, that is not enough to lower the score all the way to 7.8. Now, 7.8 is still a good score. It even says good, but that is not enough to lower it that much. And of course, people make the comparisons, oh, IGN gave Call of Duty a 9 or whatever, and it's basically the same game. But again, that's a different reviewer. That's a different person, a different editor. You can't really compare that stuff unless you're comparing work of the same editor. And that's, I guess that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I do want to do more reviews, but I haven't fully completed Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. I'm playing Alpha Sapphire, not Omega Ruby. So when I do complete it, I will do an entire review on it on my website, hxchector.com. I used to do a lot of reviews back in 2012, but then I just started focusing on guides. But I'm pretty much going to stop writing guides professionally, I guess you can say. I'm still going to try and write some guides for my website, but at the same time I want to write some reviews for video games and even some for anime. But of course, this is just my video game channel. I have a separate channel that I just do whatever I want on, and I might do the anime over there. So if you want to check out that channel, I'll do a link in the description like always, and you can check it out if you want. But so yeah, if you want to see my fuller thoughts on the game, you can check out the review once I'm done with the guide, and I'll also link the guide that I'm working on in the description box, or I don't even think they call it the description box anymore, but who cares, I'll call it the description box. So yeah, I just had to lay all that out there because that was bugging the hell out of me, and I'm a huge Pokemon fan. You can call me a fanboy if you want, but I'm just giving out the facts here. So too much water, that was stupid. You can, you know, launch all your stupid things at her and saying that was a dumb review or whatever. But it's better to say it professionally, like, I don't agree with this. This was not cool or whatever. I don't know. But don't attack IGN as a whole, because I'm a freelancer for IGN, and everybody loves my Pokemon guides, and I'm not a stupid fanboy, and I'm not a stupid reviewer. Not saying she's a stupid reviewer. I'm just saying. So that's it. So yeah, see you guys later, and you can thumbs up this video if you want, if you like it, and you can thumbs it down if you don't like it or whatever, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more, video game related things. My 3DS is still not working. I wanted to put up some Pokemon gameplay, but what are you gonna do, right? So yeah, see you later.